What is up, YouTube? It's your boy 317 Casper, Nat Town represent. In this one, we're going to be reacting to a video that was recommended to me. It was by Cain. That's the name of his YouTube channel too. Paranormal EVP, Through the Eyes of a Doll, Cursed. And we're also going to be reacting to Seance Gone Wrong, Very Scary Paranormal Activity Caught on Camera at 3 a.m. by Mindseed. Real quick, before we get started, I just want to shout out my GoFundMe page. I'm trying to get a few things for the channel, like an external hard drive for my computer so I can do more on the gaming side. Also, I want to get a couple recorders, like a voice recorder and a camcorder, so I can do some investigations of my own. But let's get into this. I've not seen any of this yet. Through the Eyes of the Doll. This is an EVP session done 8/24/2020. You will. Oh, I'm going to pause this when it gets on screen. If you look closely, you will see a figure behind me as I am kneeling in front of the doll through the eyes. If you can feel someone standing, I can feel someone standing behind me. Real quick, I'm sorry if you can hear my fan. It's really hot in here and it's the only solution. In no way, shape, or form was this video manipulated, and it was shown as it was captured on my phone camera. Towards the end of the clip, the camera starts to shake, then just shuts off. That's not normal. Did you see the shadow or figure behind me? Did you hear the noises around me? I was the only one in the house when this was recorded. You decide and you tell me what you saw and what you think this means. Alright.
Why did you come? Are you okay? Father.
Yes, I'm a father. What is your name? What is your name?
I don't really see. Oh, right here. You can kind of see something right there. This might be a shadow play, like the play on the camera. So like it looks like a head and a shoulder, but it could just be like the way the shadow is sitting. Fire.
Fire? Did you die in the fire? Is there going to be a fire?
Buried.
Where were you buried? Where? Around this house? Under the house? Behind the house? Where are you?
Leave me alone.
That was weird.
Leave you alone. Why? Why do you want to be alone? What are you afraid of? die in a car?
These EVPs are very sporadic. I'm wondering what program he's using, because it could just be pre-loaded voices. I mean, I'm not saying that's the case. This seems very legit, but it just seems like it's not really making sense. Although they could have died in a fiery car crash, I'm fully aware.
Did you die in a car wreck?
Basement.
You died in the basement?
Maybe she's buried in the basement. I don't know why somebody would bury her in the basement if she died in a car wreck.
You know there's a basement here that I can't get into. It's locked up.
Wow.
I can see you through those eyes.
Maybe right here.
They're dilating. Just like a real person's eyes. So I know you're in there. Who are you?
Rituals.
That's what I'm saying. It's very random. It's not like a
Died in a
spirit
ritual.
box.
Who's that standing behind me? I can see somebody standing behind me in the shadow of your eyes. It's a white figure. Who is that? There's two of them.
Okay.
Who are they? One's at the doorway, and one is right behind me.
What was that?
Over here.
Where?
And somebody was just telling me that if you keep a mirror by your bed, it opens a portal to the paranormal world. And then you could also see stuff through reflections. It doesn't have to be a mirror. And that seems to fit the quota. That one just moved?
Do you want to hurt me? Because you can't.
That one definitely just moved.
Because I won't let you.
Well, maybe it's still there.
Who is that?
Cursed.
I don't know what to think of this video. There was a flashlight that I carried, and I could honestly feel a presence in the room with me in the corner of the doll's eye. In the reflection, you can see something or someone. There was no one in the house other than me, so I am thinking it was a shadow figure. I mean, I definitely feel like there was something there, a reflection, something happened there. There was something. It seemed like a legitimate investigation. I just don't know if that was. It wasn't hard evidence, but I would consider it evidence. There was still a lot of questions, and I would like to see more of this investigation. So we'll be watching this channel. Let's get into this next one. Be advised.
Up in the mountains of Pennsylvania lies an old abandoned coal factory that used to serve as a party spot for teenagers and drug dealers late at night. Kids would get together here, get wasted, spray paint walls and light bonfires, until one day a boy was found hung from the rafters inside of the building. After these events transpired, kids felt nervous being out there at night. Local paranormal teams started to investigate the building for signs of activity. One member of the team was able to join us for a live interview, which you'll see in just a moment. What was once a party spot for teenagers quickly became an eerie building where people were going to conduct seances, witchcraft, and there were rumors of devil worship and possibly a trapped soul who couldn't move on after a heartbreak. Tonight, Steve and I will be exploring the building and trying to make communication.
This looks like it's going to be pretty good.
Hi, my name is Bob. I'm from Scranton, Pennsylvania, and I'm 27, and I'm here to tell you about my experience that I had at the Moffett Coal Company building. A few years back, some friends of mine and I were having some drinks, hanging out, and one of my friends told me that the property was haunted. So we decided to come back the following night, and we went out and bought 2 white candles that represent peace and 1 blue candle that represents the spirit side. And we decided to perform a seance. My friend Kevin was leading the seance, trying to invoke spirits, saying things like, if there's anyone here with us, can you please give us a sign? We did that for about a half an hour and didn't have any results. And as he leaned in to blow out the candles at the end of the seance, he blew out the 2 white candles, and then he leaned in to blow out the blue candle, and it shattered in his face. And we don't know why, and I didn't feel my feet move, but Kevin ended up under my foot, on the ground, laying down. And I asked him, I said, how did you get on the ground? He said, I don't know. Why is your foot on top of me? I said, I don't know. I didn't move. Honestly, I consider
That would be extremely creepy. I can't disprove that, and it is just a story, but he seemed pretty legitimate about it.
that was the scariest situation, trying to touch the other side that I've ever had, and I've never had an experience like that. My friends,
I was about to say, I've only seen stuff move, shadow figures, and orbs. I've never had an entity do anything other than throw something off the wall. And for him to lose consciousness for like a good amount of time, like 30 seconds, to where his foot is on top of somebody, neither one remembered. That's really freaky to me.
that I used to do this for fun, but after this experience, it was no longer fun. It was too scary, and I'm not willing to try to invoke the other side again.
And that's a very good way to put it, and that's what makes me believe his story.
It's strange how you're going there with the peace sign and everything's like, and you still end up catching the wrong stuff.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like,
when you
risky
enter
stuff.
into that state and try to touch the other side, you never know what's going to come back and find you.
Our time explaining it himself, so it's not like a thing where it's like,
Yeah, he didn't
it
say,
just didn't
like-
make any sense.
He didn't say
you know what I mean?
like my friend teleported underneath.
No,
he
he
just said he blew the candle out, the glass broke, and then his friend was underneath his foot.
Bob's story to me was very believable because he has nothing to lose. I mean, he did this a long time ago. It was just a genuine, here's what happened.
Yeah, you know, which is weird because
Whoa.
I didn't lift my foot.
They didn't mention that. And we're gonna back that up. I saw something.
It was just a genuine, here's what happened.
Yeah.
Watch right here. It looks like something runs past. It looks like there's part. That's why I pointed it out, because it doesn't look like they're moving. But something runs past. It could be just a kid. I don't know where they're at, but it definitely looks like something runs past right here.
You know, which is weird.
Right
'cause
there.
I didn't lift my foot.
And I really do believe him because, like, it's a long time ago he did this stuff, so it's not like he's doing it to try to, like, build up his, you know, his paranormal group, whatever. Like, he's done with this stuff.
See, they never moved after that. They weren't moving. I wonder if they've noticed that.
Dude, they built a lot of damn trees.
Definitely an old creepy building.
We got over here. Yeah. Look at that shit. Actually, that looks like a rope or something. I mean, I'm not gonna make any call outs and be like, oh, that's amazing. But it's kind of weird that there's like a bigger rope hanging there.
I already swept this whole room out here and got nothing. And as you can see, I'm green out here. Steve, let's go back to that room. I definitely felt the presence in there. Is this where you want us to hang out and communicate with you? In this room? Please don't leave. I know I left the room a minute ago, but we want to have a conversation. We want to communicate with you. Can you give me a signal that this is the spot you want to be at with us? I see the green. Can you make it go to yellow? Yes.
Wow.
These things typically don't go off on their own. It needs to be near some source of electricity, and when it does start fluctuating, you know that there's an energy present making that light move.
We'll communicate with you here. I think we got a clear answer. Okay. We will be making contact with you right here. Are you in any kind of pain right now?
Wow.
I see yellow. Let's do this. Move it to yellow if you're in any kind of pain. Move it to green if not. If yes, yellow. Green, no. I saw green. I see green. Okay. So you're not in pain. That's good to know. Do you have any regrets? Are there any regrets? What happened to you? Or what you did to yourself? Would you like to contact us? Would you like to make communication with us?
It was very jumpy. I think that something was there trying to communicate, but it's hard to communicate like that.
So we're actually in the spot right now that Bob told us about. He said once you come into the main building, that doorway right here where we just got all that EMF activity is where he said they had their seance, and we're going to recreate it right here.
Personally, I've never done a seance before. I've never performed any kind of ritual or call spirits upon us. We wanted to imitate exactly what Bob had done with his team because we wanted to encounter or experience the same thing that they had experienced.
First, what he said to do is make sure that we have a circle of salt. I'm going to make a circle, and then we're going to light up these candles. All right, here we go, guys.
As you know, Ouija boards are not my favorite, so it goes hand in hand with seance. Probably not my favorite thing either.
Now that we have this circle laid out, a welcome to any dark spirits who are here with us, can you please show yourselves to us in some way, shape, or form? Whether it be blowing out the candles, whether it be moving that EMF detector, or even touching us. I am actually giving permission to touch if you're present with us.
If there are any spirits in the area, when you see the light, you're open to communication. If you'd like to have a message to your family, to your friends, to us, we invite you inside of the circle.
All right, now there is one part that we didn't mention to the viewers. Bob said to us when he was explaining this whole thing, while they were in the circle, that we're all joining hands. Trust me, I know.
Yeah.
I know, guys. Just for shits and giggles' sake. All right, ready? One time. If
These guys are dedicated. And they got some kahunas.
there are any spirits here with us, we are giving you 100% permission to enter our realm right now and make communication with us. Please show yourselves in some way, shape, or form. I think we've given him permission. I think we've done everything he said. If nothing happens from this point on, and this doorway is where I feel the most activity.
Yeah.
So I say maybe we set up the spirit box right here. This doorway is where I feel the most activity.
Yeah.
So I say maybe
Here, watch right
from
here.
this point on, and this doorway is where I feel the most activity.
Yeah.
So I say maybe we set up a spirit box right here.
I thought I saw like something faint. Maybe not.
Whatever you are, you're strong enough to push Bob along with some girls. Push us. Break these candles. Do something else.
I heard that.
Yeah, I'm hearing something, but I can't make it out. Are you upset that we're here right now? There's somebody here. We command you to say something to the speaker.
It's a bit hard. Wow.
Say bitch. I heard it say bitch. Yo, we ain't no bitch. If we're a bitch, do something to us.
I don't think it said Steve. I think it said leave.
What is your name? Tell us your name.
You don't know your
Make it
name?
clear. Is there anything you want to tell?
You don't think Bob sent? That's the guy that did the interview in the beginning. That is crazy.
us?
Can you give us a sign that you're here or do something to show us that you're here?
You were able to break a glass. Do something to us, unless you're afraid of us. A glass. Do something to us, unless you're afraid of us.
I heard the Who's talking, but I didn't hear the first one. That somebody's talking. I didn't really make that out. He was talking. I couldn't really hear it.
I mean, there was movement with Bob. Give us a sign, show us you're here.
Couple of sticks.
Now, at this moment in time,
I heard it. He's coming.
I did not hear it in person, but looking at the tape, it sounded like a voice said, "He's coming."
It sounded like a Who'd that run?
We couldn't actually tell what it was over the spirit box, but there was definitely something that sounded like a branch snapping or a rock hitting a wall.
Definitely sounded like he was back in here.
So they heard that, but we didn't.
Alright, yeah, grab it from me. Where?
Yeah, you're right. It's not using my flashlight. I still see it.
I think this was recorded on somebody's phone. It was the second video. They just added it there.
I'm looking at it with my flashlight, looking around the room. There's nothing there, and somehow that thermal was picking up an apparition.
It's hot.
Yeah.
Dude, there's something wrong with it. Look. What the fuck, bro?
It's moving.
No, there's nobody there. There's nothing here. Nothing.
It looks like a human too. And you saw there in the other video there was nothing there that looked like.
Rationalize it, maybe it was a person that just happened to miss every single tree branch out there. I don't know, but something was on it that was hot.
I think with both cameras side by side disproved that. There was obviously nothing there. Maybe he's right, somebody sat there for a minute, but that'd be extremely creepy and highly unlikely. And look, it's not there now. I view that as some pretty strong evidence. I definitely feel like that's some strong evidence.
Steve and I were walking around the building trying to see if we could pick it up again, and I felt it burning on my side.
Just checking.
Dude, yes, you have scratches going from.
That's deep too. Like they're very red.
Felt like something bit.
You know when fucking around with this stuff for you. It looks like 3 or 4 scratches. You weren't playing around, were you?
No, I didn't walk through any branches. I didn't walk by any bushes.
Is it burning? What's it feel like?
Yeah, it's burning.
Mine wasn't hot, but that looks worse. It looks like a long scratch.
Yeah.
I didn't want to participate anymore. I mean, there's a fine line between paranormal investigations and we're actually in danger.
You think that thermal shit, was it right after the thermal thing?
It was during the thermal thing when it started burning.
Shit.
Wow.
Let's get pictures of it, yeah. Alright. The reason we wrapped up, obviously, is when you get those scratches, your mood changes. When that happens, your mind's racing. You don't know what it means. So it's a good time to be like, hey, let's get out of here. Let's recoup. Let's figure out what happened. And it's going to be the next
I don't blame
I
you
didn't
at
want to
all.
communicate anymore. I didn't want nothing. I wanted to pack up my cameras and go.
I didn't walk by any branches. I mean, I know there's a lot of trees out there, but I was standing right next to you the whole time. You know.
Well, look at his reaction. He seems pretty legit about it. I believe that this was 100% real.
Recording the thermal, I was right next to you.
I also don't see any other reaction channels doing videos like these, so because I feel like this was very real. I don't think that a lot of the videos on the top fives are real. They're just fake looking for some views.
On the ride home, I think I was just trying to put the pieces of the puzzle together. I was going through everything that had happened throughout the course of the night in my mind. I gave permission to touch during the seance.
I don't like being touched, man. I don't like that. And you know what, now that I think back about it, it kind of like makes me a little nervous. When we were doing the seance, so you can touch. If you want to touch, I give you permission. I gave permission.
It's like we're always talking, we're always like telling
Dude, that gives me goosebumps. No, that gives me goosebumps right now. Like I have goosebumps all over my body, thinking that I actually said, I give you permission to touch.
That's why I don't want to mess with a Ouija board, or maybe even do a seance after this. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what might attach itself to you. It's just the unknown. And that's not safe.
This is one of those times we should be like, disclaimer, don't do what we're doing because
Yeah.
it's not for everyone.
It's not for everyone, and you don't know what you're inviting in.
When I was scratched the pen
Very good words of advice.
first, as I did the video, you're gonna believe it or you're not. I know what happened. I don't care if no one believes me. I know what happened. So when Pete said he got scratched, I know what happened.
Do I think that this place is haunted? And the answer would be yes, I do. This was enough for Bob to actually quit.
My friends and I, we used to do this for fun, but after this experience, it was no longer fun. It was too scary, and I'm not willing to try to invoke the other side again.
Me and Steve need to get out of there as quickly as possible, and we got evidence on camera that would definitely signify that this place is haunted.
I believe that to be 100% real, and this was some very good evidence. If you like the video, leave a like, comment some suggestions down below of like other videos you think I should do, and remember to hit that subscribe button. If you made it this far, you're a trooper. I appreciate you watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.